is wound up tight, it will uncoil itself. That is what is so convenient in a tragedy. The least little turn of the wrist will do the job. Anything will set it going. A glance at a girl who happens to be lifting her arm to her hair as you go by. One question, too many. It's idly thrown out over a friendly drink. And the tragedy is on. The rest is automatic. You don't even need to lift a finger. The machine has been oiled ever since time began, and it runs without friction. Death, treason, and sorrow are on the march, and they move in the wake of the storm, of tears, of stillness, every kind of stillness. The hush, when the executioner's axe goes up at the end of the last act. The unbreathable silence, when, at the beginning of the play, the two lovers, their hearts bared, their bodies naked, stand for the very first time, face to face in the darkened room, afraid to stir. That is a tragedy. Tragedy is clean. It is firm. It is flawless. It has nothing to do with melodrama, with the wicked villains and the persecuted maidens, avengers, gleams of hope and 11th hour repentances. Death in a melodrama is really horrible because it is never inevitable. In a tragedy, nothing is in doubt and everyone's destiny is known. That makes for tranquility. Tragedy is restful. And the reason is that hope, that foul, deceitful thing, has no part in it. There isn't any hope. You're trapped. The whole sky has fallen on you and all you can do about it is you can shout. Now, don't mistake me. I did say shout. I did not say you can groan, whimper, complain. That you cannot do. But you can shout aloud. You can say all those things that you never thought you'd be able to say. And you can say all those things that you never even knew you had it in you to say. And you don't say these things because you don't say these things for their own sake. You say them because you learn a lot from them. In a melodrama, you argue and struggle in hope of escape. That is vulgar. It's practical. But in a tragedy, where there is no temptation to even try to escape, argument is gratuitous. It's kingly. The play is on. Antigone has been caught. And for the first time in her life, Antigone is going to be able to be herself.
Happiness? What kind of happiness do you foresee for me? Paint me the picture of your happy Antigone. What are the unimportant little sins I shall have to commit before I am allowed to sink my teeth into life and tear happiness from it? Tell me, to whom shall I have to lie? Upon whom shall I have to fawn? To whom must I sell myself? Whom do you want me to leave dying while I turn away my eyes? Why do you ask me to be quiet when all I want is to know what I have to do to be happy? You tell me that life is so wonderful. I want to know what I must do in order to be able to say that myself. I do know what I am talking about. It's you that cannot hear me. I am too far away from you now, talking to you from a kingdom you can't get into, with your preaching and your politics and your persuasive logic. I laugh at your smugness, Creon. thinking you could prove me wrong by telling me vile stories about my brothers or alter my purpose with your platitudes about happiness? I spit on your idea of happiness. I spit on your idea of life, that life must go on, come what may. You are all like dogs that lick everything they smell, you, with your promise of a humdrum happiness, provided a person doesn't ask too much of life. If life must be a thing of fear and lying and compromise, if life cannot be free and incorruptible, then Creon, I choose death.